welcome to another episode of the It's So Good show. I'm your host, Antoinette Taylor, and today we're gonna do some succulent snow crabs, steamed snow crabs. Okay guys, here's your ingredients for your succulent steamed snow crabs, Louisiana style. This meal will feed 5 people. First we have our margarine or butter. You can use either one. You use 1 stick. We have the Louisiana crawfish ball. It's an 8-ounce packet. You can use half of it. That's what I usually use. And this usually gives it the spice. I also use the crawfish ball liquid. You can use Zatarans, different brands, and this is the garlic and onion. The garlic and onion, it's an 8-ounce bottle. I only use half the bottle. I always like to use accent on pretty much everything that I do. The accent wakes up your flavor, gives it a little bit more flavor, and you're going to use a half cup of accent. And minced garlic is one of the main ingredients. It's an 8-ounce bottle, and you just use the whole entire thing. Then we have our vegetables. I use 1 bell pepper. The bell pepper, you just cut that up in little small pieces. I have lemons, and what you do with the lemons is it's 3 lemons, and you cut the lemons up in little small pieces. I also have the garlic cloves. I use 2 garlic cloves, and you just cut that up. Then we have asparagus. Yummy. Asparagus is one of the vegetables. We also have the garlic cloves. I use 2 garlic cloves, and you just cut that up. Then we have asparagus. Yummy. Asparagus is one of the vegetables that I like to use, and we're going to steam them along with the crabs. Then we have our potatoes. I use 7 large potatoes, and I cut them in 3s. We have corn on the cob, 4 ears. You cut those in half. And last, we have our sausage. And I use 2 pounds of sausage of your choice, and you cut that in small pieces. Now, last but not least, the snow crabs. And this is 5 pounds of snow crabs. It's like 8 clusters. We'll feed about 5. So let's see what happens. We're gonna add our ingredients. First, we have the butter or margarine, 1 stick. Then we have the accent. So remember, your accent is just to give it a little flavor, a little more flavor. Then we have the Louisiana boil, and be careful when you're putting it in, because it can get really hot and you don't want it to splash on you. And you see, once you put all of the ingredients in, the water is going to stop boiling for a while. So be real careful. And once you put everything in, you just let it boil for a little while, like 20 minutes. This is the garlic. So remember, these are the clove garlics. I've already done the minced garlic, so we're going to put the clove garlics in there. We have our bell peppers we're going to add in there. And lastly, we're going to do our lemons. Now, what I like to do with my lemons, I like to squeeze them. Now, I'm not going to squeeze all of them, but I just squeeze a couple of them to get the juice out. But once they're all in, they're going to boil and the juice will come on out. So, and just be careful with that, because the water is real hot right now. And once we put everything in, we're gonna let it boil for like 20 minutes. And once it boils for 20 minutes, we'll be back. Okay guys, the last and final step. We gotta add our sausage. Just put them in one by one. Or you can dump them in there. Just be careful. Then we're gonna add our eggs, the pre-boiled eggs. And we're gonna add the snow crabs. Just do them one by one. Alright, and once I do this, we're gonna let everything come to a boil for 5 minutes. And once we let everything come to a boil for 5 minutes, make sure they're all in some water. We're going to let them come to a boil for 5 minutes, and once that happens, we're going to cut the fire off and we're going to let it steam for 20. Alright. Now for all the ingredients and everything we've done, the time we've all been waiting for. And now I'm going to try one. Be careful because they're really hot. It's so good. It's so good.